For lesson 4 of project chapter 2, we're going to deal with a couple of new panels and a couple ways to edit some code. And the first thing you want us to do, it's kind of interesting, is there's a history panel that will show every action you've done throughout the development of your web page. And that can be handy, especially if you make a mistake and want to go back and look. And actually what I want to do, I'm going to set this up to demonstrate. So I'm going to clear the history first, and it gives you a warning, of course. Yeah, we want to clear the history. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the horizontal rule, and they want us to change the width to 90 and alignment to left. And notice the horizontal rule does that. Notice as I do this in the history panel, it adds that action. And the next thing they want us to do is change that horizontal rule to 80% and have that centered. And notice each of the items I do is added to the history panel, which is kind of interesting because you can make some mistakes, and you can scroll up and scroll down. As I do that, notice it goes back and it takes away the actions of the things that take place. So if I scroll back to this location here, it takes it back to when we made the width 90. And wouldn't it be nice in our world if we had a history panel that we could just backtrack a couple steps and take away something that we possibly have done right or wrong. Okay, next thing they have us do is go under Window, and there's a panel called Code Inspector. And this is similar in some ways to the code view that we've seen before, but it has a couple extra features. For one, it's a window that you can kind of move around and use in conjunction with your design, which is similar to split view but also a little different. If you click under the options button, it gives you some ideas. For example, you can turn word wrap on and off. You can have your line numbers on and off. This one here, the book suggests highlight invalid code. So if there's some code that is invalid, it will highlight it in the panel here. And what they actually have us do, just to kind of experiment, is come in. Notice the horizontal rule is still selected, as is shown in the properties panel at the bottom, but I can actually come in here and change the width to 950 instead of 900, and it makes the subtle change up here to the horizontal rule. Okay, so you can scroll up and down your page to see items just like you would in the code view, but just a different alternative. Okay, I'm going to close that just because it kind of can be in the way. Next thing I want to do is go under this item down here, which is a good thing to do on a website, is to put the last day it was updated, so somebody viewing can say, oh hey, they update this regularly, or wow, this page hasn't been updated for quite a long time. So I'm going to delete that date, and then under Common there's actually a date panel, and they want us to choose this format, the March 7th, 1974, and it puts the date in there. But if I bring that date back up again, let me do that backwards again. I did that wrong. So bring the date up, choose that format. There's an option here which is very handy: update automatically on save. So whenever I save the website, it'll update with the most recent date according to your computer's calendar. So if your calendar doesn't have the right date, then that may not be quite a good time. As far as time goes too, you can actually put time in here too, which we're going to leave that blank, but you can add that option in there. So a couple panels that make your web page more friendly to access and modify code.